I'm Christine Frizzau in Washington. The new year will bring a new focus on government spending. Donald Trump has promised to cut $2 trillion, a task that seems almost impossible given previous attempts at cutting much smaller amounts, which have failed. But the incoming Trump administration and many lawmakers say it's happening. So we wanted to bring you a preview of what to expect.
We spent $1.5 million studying lizards on a treadmill. $2 million for the construction of a kelp and shellfish nursery in Maine.
For years, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul has been cataloging what he sees as low-hanging fruit. Smaller dollar government-funded programs he calls wasteful.
Your government spent $800 grand on that.
The new Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, vowing to cut as many as possible when Donald Trump returns to the White House.
There's a case to be made for looking at the aggregate of a bunch of the small expenses that fly below the radar of actual scrutiny. And in many cases, that adds up to something that could make a dent, even in the comparison to big expenses.
Vivek Ramaswamy, who along with Elon Musk has been tasked to head up DOGE, thinks one immediate cut could come from 25% of the federal workforce quitting if they're told they must return to the office.
Are the workers actually teleworking? Are they actually taking calls from their homes, or are they off doing something else?
Senator Joni Ernst last Christmas unveiling her, quote, naughty list, breaking down the percentage of workers who actually come into the office.
So we have seniors and people waiting on disability work to be done by the Social Security Administration, and they're not answering their calls.
Other wasteful spending documented in the Citizens Against Government Waste Pig Book, an annual event I've covered multiple times. Even in the Drain the Swamp era, earmarks are alive and well in Washington, featuring senators scorning the practice of pork barrel spending.
When you have a must-pass piece of legislation, that's when these things creep back in that are unwanted, unneeded, they're wasteful.
And yet, earmark spending has continued to climb. These are just a few areas those tasked with cutting $2 trillion may be looking at, and we will continue to dig deep into wasteful spending by the government. I'm Christine Frizzau reporting.